Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. And I just need to say this, I have to say this right now. If you're one of these people, just stop. Okay, so I am going to just discuss something right now with you. We now have Tropical Storm Alex going around. We're going into hurricane season very shortly. Things are going to change. Itineraries are going to change. Things are going to happen. If you are told that you cannot go into port because the seas are too rough to dock, or you can't put a tender out to get you to shore because the seas are too choppy, or you have to change itinerary because of a hurricane coming in, don't go on social media and complain that you want all your money back because you didn't go to a certain port. It says it very clearly in the cruise contracts that the ship will not put itself in danger and put people in danger. They will avoid those things and you will get your cruise port things changed, you will get some money back for taxes, that kind of stuff, but you will not get full refunds. And you signed the contract to say that. Now, I'm saying that because I've had numerous stops canceled in my cruising career. Numerous. In fact, my very last cruise that I was supposed to go to Norway in was canceled because of a hurricane in the Atlantic Ocean heading across. And so instead of going into Norway and Scotland, that area, they sent us to Spain. Completely the opposite direction, completely opposite scenery, completely opposite temperatures. And we were fine with it because guess what? We didn't want to sail into a hurricane because we're smart. We're smart people. We did not think going into a particular area was worth risking our lives over on a cruise ship in the middle of the ocean. And no, not a single person was demanding their money back on that cruise. And I'm saying that just as a warning because there was some incidences not too long ago where one cruise, well, this is before the pandemic, well, one cruise, people were supposed to go to Greenland and they couldn't get in because of storms that were in the Atlantic. And so the captain said, sorry, we can't go there. And instead they did 2 stops in Norway instead. And passengers staged a revolt. We want our money back. Where's the captain? We demand to speak to the captain. They were idiots. They were complete idiots. First of all, the captain isn't the one making the decision. The captain controls the boat. The captain doesn't control refunds, and the captain doesn't control the weather. So demanding to see the captain, you're an idiot. Because that's not how things work. Right? That's not how things work. It's just crazy. Okay, that being said, whenever I say this, people have said, but Don, you were just saying that you don't think the compensation for those cruises that were adjusted in Alaska was fair because the cruise timing and some of the ports were shorter and they were offered a $100 onboard credit as compensation. You said that wasn't fair, but you don't have to go to port. You say that all the time. It's right in your cruise contract. Yes, that's different though, right? That's because of a ship malfunction. That's because of maintenance on the ship. That's because of preventable items. If it was because you couldn't get into port because there's a storm, I perfectly agree. But no, and it wasn't just one port or it was the entire cruise was changed to the point where in some of the cases, it was less than 50% of the time that you were supposed to spend in the cruise ports, they were gone. In fact, it was so short in some cruise ports that they had no time for any shore excursions. They were all canceled. That's different than a storm. That's different than bad weather. That's different than missing one cruise port destination. That's adjusting your entire itinerary. And when they adjust your entire itinerary, I think you should have the right to get your money back. And I think if they know that's about to happen, they need to let you know as soon as possible. Not the day before the cruise. Not, here's a letter as you're stepping on the cruise saying, by the way, all these changes just happened, but here's $100, in your $5,000 cruise. Here's $100. By the way, you don't get to go whale watching because we're not going to be in Juneau that long. And we're not going to go all the way through Tracy Arm Fjord because we're not there that long. Or we're only going to go part way and just turn around because our engines are just not working, guys. They're just not working. But here's $100. Enjoy the casino. Give us money. To me, that's a very big difference. And also, it very rarely... And this is weird because I'm on social media here. Very rarely does it make sense to go on and complain about not getting money on social media. I didn't get to go to this cruise port. They owe me money. Who's going to read that in the majority of cases and go, wow, that guy got ripped off? In fact, most people are going to read that and say, did you read your cruise contract? 2, do you think you deserve an entirely free cruise because you couldn't go to Cozumel in Mexico? Or Ocho Rios in Jamaica? You deserve all your money back because of bad weather? Because of a hurricane in your way? You still went on the cruise. Did you have cruise insurance? Did you have trip interruption insurance? Because if you did, you wouldn't be asking for that because you could get money back for your trip interruption. But no, just complaining for the sake of complaining that you need your money back for this or to stage a revolt. I still remember that. Staging a revolt, holding up signs in the, in the piazza, the centrum area of a cruise ship saying, we demand to speak to the captain. We want a full refund because you had to avoid a hurricane. I mean, the news media love that. Imagine staging a protest on a cruise ship because the captain decided to avoid a hurricane. I don't know. I'd have been shaking my head at those people on that cruise ship. I'd have just been shaking my head. Oh well, let me know what you guys think. Do you think, if you miss one cruise port because you have to avoid a hurricane or bad weather and everything, you deserve all your money back? I don't think anybody out there is going to think that. I mean, my Panama Canal cruise, before we even set sail, they said we're not going to be able to go into this cruise port because of COVID restrictions. And I don't know anybody who went, okay, give me all my money back. I don't know anybody who said that. And I darn sure hope that anybody who, when somebody says there is a hurricane in our path, doesn't say, well, sorry, I want to get to Greenland. I don't care if there's a hurricane in our path or not. Either that or give me my money back. Well, I hope you appreciate this little lighthearted update on ranting about people who expect just a little too much sometimes for people just trying to keep you safe. Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.